Hey yo, before we start the video, I need to show you guys something. Check how sexy this chair is. Holy leather, red and black. Ooh, sexy. Please hold for the mildly amusing and very childish spinning montage. Oh bro, I'm knocking my mic. I've ruined my whole damn setup for a chair spin. Totally worth it though. So this sexy chair was actually a birthday gift from my absolutely gorgeous family. So just thank you guys. I love you more than I can ever describe. I was really contemplating being a YouTuber, and I feel like this chair is just a sign that it's time to do this properly. Drop me a like if you agree. Dislike if you suck. No, I'm joking. Oh, and before I forget, another little gift, as you can see, is this sexy, clean, authentic Tiger Woods hat that I got from my sister and her boyfriend Alex. So shout out to the bros for that. Speaking of Tiger Woods, many would consider him to be the greatest golfer of this whole generation, arguably the greatest golfer of all time. And if you perhaps agree with these people, why would you say that Tiger Woods was the GOAT? You could say that his swing was immaculate, his ball strike was on point, his awareness of the game was absolutely perfect. But you see, there's a little secret to Tiger Woods that many of you may have figured out while watching his documentaries or even watching any kind of show talking about his upbringing and how he was trained to become such an incredible golfer. And that little secret, shall we say, is that Tiger appeared to have 100% full control over his mind and over his emotions. Before Tiger ever hit a shot on the course, never mind that, before he even stepped up to hit the ball, Tiger would almost go inside himself and envision himself hitting the perfect shot in the least amount of strokes right into the hole.
Nice.
And in my opinion, this is exactly why Tiger Woods was able to play a level of golf that surpassed pretty much all of the greats that you've ever known. It was due to his creative imagination and ability to visualize himself doing the successful action. And listen, don't just take my word for it. In the words of one of Tiger's very own coaches, the genius of Tiger Woods is in his creative imagination. Now, many of you watching this may be saying, okay, cool, Niall, why the heck should we give a damn about why Tiger was the greatest golf player of all time? I mean, I don't play golf. I chill on the couch. I don't really want to become the best golfer in the world. So why does this apply to me? So for those of you who may have watched my last video, we talked all about the importance of self-image and about how changing one's inner state and inner beliefs about oneself, as well as getting rid of the negative limiting beliefs, that is the only way that you can truly reach your full potential. It's the only way that you can start believing in yourself in order for you to go for the dreams and the goals that you may have most in this life. And in order to almost back up this theory, we ended up citing a book by author Maxwell Maltz titled Psycho-Cybernetics. So check out that book if you haven't. It's an absolutely life-changing read. And Maltz essentially revealed that your mind and your body don't always know the difference between reality and imagination. So this kind of accounts for whenever you have that daydream of talking to that absolutely gorgeous girl that makes your heart start racing, or achieving that incredible dream or success that fires you up and gets you all excited. This mental imagery almost primes your body to take action towards that goal without you even realizing it. And so, if you want to start changing these limiting beliefs and thoughts that you have about yourself, or if you just want to start finding that inner confidence to be able to go and achieve the goals that you want to achieve, you should really consider looking into a very simple but powerful practice that could change all of that for you. And this practice is something we call visualization. And so in this video, I want to kind of go through the step-by-step process in order to show you how I go about visualizing in my day-to-day life. And so hopefully this video might inspire you to kind of start your own little visualization process that you can implement every day in order to start seeing some success and personal changes inside your own life. All right, so there's two main important things that you need to know in order to have a successful visualization. So for most people trying this out for the first time, they kind of think to themselves, okay, I need to know and see inside my head the step-by-step process or the plan or the blueprint of how they're going to come to achieve this goal or make successful personality change. They have to know the fine detail and the exact step-by-step process of how they're going to do something. This is the absolutely biggest mistake that you can make. And it's not your fault, because I think a lot of us think that for most of our lives, many of us were taught to kind of have a plan, have a step-by-step process, and then that's the way we'll achieve that goal. So it's not your fault, really. To do this right, you must only see the very end of the goal that you want to achieve. You need to only see the final product of who you want to be and what you want to achieve. But how's that going to work now? Like, I need to see the step-by-step process if I want to achieve any kind of goal. How the heck am I going to get there? But if you recall from the previous video and what we spoke about earlier about your mind not knowing the difference between imagination and reality, you need to make yourself feel like that goal has been achieved. You need to feel that success and that happiness in order to believe it. So if you're trying to see the step-by-step process, all you're doing is giving yourself anxiety and unnecessary worry about how you're going to achieve that goal. You're not feeling like a successful person. You're not feeling good enough to have that thing or to be that person. You want to give yourself those butterflies. You want to give yourself that adrenaline and that feeling of confidence. And that's how you're going to prime yourself to achieve that thing. In psycho-cybernetics, Maltz describes your body as being a goal-striving mechanism. So you can essentially think about yourself as a machine in essence. All you have to do is give the machine or your body the blueprint or the diagram or the diagnostic of what success looks like to you or what kind of person you want to be. And then your body, like a machine, will execute that plan in order to achieve that goal.
Execute Order 66.
If you're giving your body the wrong plan, if you're giving it the stress and the worry about, oh my word, how am I going to achieve this? I don't know where to start. Your body's just going to freak out. Like a machine malfunctioning is going to blow up. It's not going to be a pretty sight. So for example, if I asked you to close your eyes and envision your absolute dream body, that 10 out of 10 sexy, slim, muscular, toned body, depending on what you want as a fitness goal. No cheating, by the way. I can see you not opening your eyes.
What?
Don't make me come through that screen.
Oh, brother.
I know for a fact that so many of you right now are imagining lifting the weight or running that 5K marathon or getting that really big sweat. You're doing it completely wrong. You are seeing the process of that goal, whereas you should actually be seeing yourself on the scale, dropping that 10 kgs that you want to lose. You should see yourself posing for Mr. Olympia with that muscular, strong physique. You should see yourself on the beach, completely shirtless, with the 10 supermodels all around you, complimenting you on your six-pack abs. It's not going to happen, by the way. Spoiler alert, your bros are going to be the one to compliment your abs and your gains. You need to see the end result only. You need to see yourself feeling fit, feeling strong, feeling confident, feeling absolutely at home in your new body. This is how you do visualization. Only focus on the end result. Say it with me, end result, not the process. Now, the second most important thing you need to remember is that you need to be as descriptive as possible when doing this visualization. You need to almost see every little fine detail that's happening around you in the scenario, whether it's the fact that you're buying your dream car. You need to think about how that car smells. You need to think about the speed at which that car drives, that feeling of adrenaline, the wind rushing through your hair if you want a convertible. Think about how those leather seats would feel. So smooth. This is cringy, but so smooth. So soft. And if you find yourself asking why, again, remember that the more descriptive and detailed something is inside your own head, the more your body's going to believe and feel that to be real. But Niall, what if I struggle with visualization? What if my imagination is not so vivid and it's not so creative? That's perfectly fine. I find a useful tip is to actually go on your laptop or take a piece of paper and write down the visualization. Like step by step, write down the people, the place, the smell, the touch, the taste. Write all the details down. Rehearse that script inside your own mind and then close your eyes and see it. And listen, don't worry if you don't have the strongest imagination out there. This takes time and practice. The more you do it, just like everything else, the more you sit down and practice, the stronger the imagination is going to become and the more vividly you will be able to see your dream taking place in front of you. All right, so now that we've got the two fundamental things out of the way, let's talk more on the side of the nuts and bolts of this equation. So the first question that comes to mind is, what time and when? You can visualize at any time of the day that works for you, as long as it's consistent. However, I would recommend visualizing at the beginning of your day. A lot of people will say, well, why can't I just visualize at night when I'm going to bed? You know, that way I'm in bed and I can close my eyes. It's dark. I can get this all done then. Why not? The reason for this is because remember, your imagination and your body doesn't know that this isn't real. So you're going to start getting excited. You're going to start fist pumping yourself. You're going to start getting all hyped. And that is not the ideal way to fall asleep. And then as a result, the next day you will be stuffed. You won't be able to take the action necessary to achieve any of these goals. So try to avoid getting your imagination all riled up at night. That's just my opinion. I think that the morning is a much more appropriate and suitable time to be pumping yourself up for the goals that you want to achieve, which may actually end up inspiring you in order to take action in that day to achieve those goals. Another little pro tip that I actually have for any of you who follow a daily meditation practice, which is something that I highly, highly recommend and will definitely be doing a video on very soon, if not already. So at the time of watching this, there may be that video. And if there is, link down in the description. I find that visualization is incredibly powerful after a meditation practice. And this is because meditation allows you that time to calm yourself down, get the body relaxed, get all those thoughts and limiting beliefs and negative feelings outside your head. And once that happens, you are almost primed to take on that new information, that feeling of success and positivity. So I would highly recommend doing this straight after a meditation. Another question is, how long should I meditate for? Again, this answer is completely subjective, but you can honestly start with as little as 5 minutes a day. Anything counts. You want to be able to follow this on a regular, consistent basis. And if that means 5 minutes for you, you have my blessing. However, a thing that I really want you to kind of consider is that you want to feel that visualization as being as real as possible. And so I'd recommend that you visualize for as long as it takes, essentially, to start feeling those good emotions, because that's when you know that the visualization is working. Like, you'll literally notice yourself smiling like an idiot. It's so cringe. But that's how you know. Like, that's how you know that it's been a successful visualization, when you feel as though that is actually your reality. Now, here's essentially where the law of attraction people kind of get it wrong. The secret kind of vibes. And that's something that I used to really believe in. Like, I have like 4 secret books. I was super into this kind of stuff. But then I realized that there's one very fundamental difference when it comes to this kind of practice and law of attraction kind of stuff. The secret sauce of this whole equation is action. It's getting off your ass and starting to take the daily steps and habits in order to making that dream a reality, even if you have no bloody clue what you're doing. Like, a lot of the time you'll visualize being successful, or for example, me, I'm trying to start this YouTube channel and find success with it. I have no idea how I'm going to get these subscribers or gain traction on this platform. But what I damn know for sure is that every day I can get up, I can script a video, I can come up with ideas, I can put this camera on and start talking a bunch of rubbish and hope that somebody sees this one day and it actually helps somebody in finding success for themselves. That's what inspires me. And the real beauty of this practice is that the action that you will take will so often be inspired action. You might be taking a nice shower and suddenly, boom, business idea pops into your head. Or you might be sitting under a tree having a romantic date and boom, apple hits your head. Kind of happens every day. Pretty common occurrence, I would say. But boom, there's your idea. There's another plan of action that could potentially lead you to your next big break or to your next successful venture. The problem is that so many of you, and I'm looking at you because I'm one of them too, so I know you, is that so many of you out there watching this video will get that inspired thought. They will feel pumped up. They will know exactly what to do, but they'll do nothing. Once you know what to do, once you have that plan, or not even the whole plan, once you have that first step, you just know the very first thing you've got to do in order to make this dream a reality. That's when you've got to get up and start taking action every single day in order to make that thing a reality for you. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Send this to your lazy ass friends who need to get themselves up and start working.